Hi. So today I'm in my backyard. As you can see, it's a mess. Today I'm going to do a whole bunch of random things. I'm trying to continue working in the front garden, the area that I've been working in lately. I want to transplant some plants that I have in the backyard to fill in the area in the front. I want to transplant a hollyhock and a rose. And maybe I'll get some other hollyhocks that I have in another area to fill up that space. I'm also going to reuse some branches that we pruned off the persimmon to use them as a trellis. All right, I'm going to get to it. Okay, so I don't know why I decided to pick the most tedious task to complete first. That's what I did. I had to cut all the small branches off the thicker part of the branch, and I was using a hatchet here. I have no business using this hatchet. It was really difficult. At one point, I even hit myself on the foot with it. Luckily, I was wearing my boots and I wasn't swinging too hard, so I didn't get hurt by it. I was trying to make a point on the branches so it's easier to stick in the ground. And here I'm just digging up this hollyhock, which gets really tall. I believe it gets about 12 feet tall, and it's a maroon color. It's really beautiful. I had to cut the cactus back a little bit because it was in my way and I did not want to get poked by them. If you've ever been poked by cactus, you know why. It's really hard to find the thorns. And you can see this hollyhock is very mature. It has a thick root. I dug up this eryngium as well, and I didn't get the whole root, so that means it's going to come up again. It's in a really difficult spot. I've tried to get it out multiple times, and I can't. I just keep getting more plants. So that's like an infinite hack right there. If you want lots of eryngium, just leave the root. I'll come back. Honestly, it's really hard seeing the state of my garden right here and seeing how overgrown everything is. But I've been trying to be a little bit more kinder to myself and gentler and realize, you know what, I'm just gonna do what I can do and take it in little steps and baby steps. And honestly, it's been working out for me, but that still doesn't mean that I don't get down on myself sometimes when I see things just get so overgrown. But sometimes life just happens, and it's a constant struggle with myself just to tell myself it's okay. You can get to it when you get to it. And do you ever struggle with that? Now, there's a whole bunch of hollyhocks and Mexican petunia or Rulia simplex. I know I'm not saying it right. Whatever. I'll put it on the screen here. But I do not recommend that plant. It's beautiful and it grows fast, But that's the issue. It spreads underground, and if you leave any little piece of it, you're going to have it forever. For that reason, I do not recommend putting it next to a fence line where you have neighbors. Ask me how I know. Yes, nobody's said anything to me, but I try to keep up with maintaining it and it's gotten out of control. In fact, I have to do that. I have to go on the side where I have it next to my fence line and dig it out because my neighbors didn't plant it, I did, and it's not their responsibility. My reason for using the hollyhock and moving it over here is a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to fill this bed fairly quickly with as little money as possible. Two, I wanted to create some sort of privacy, and because hollyhocks grow tall, I thought that would be a good choice. And also, I want a cottage style garden, and hollyhocks are the quintessential cottage garden flower. So far, I've spent $54.60 on this garden bed. I'm only counting the lemon cypress because I bought that in December of last year, 2025, and everything else, the rose and the bottle brush, were bought years ago. I transplanted 8 hollyhocks and 1 rose. I wasn't able to film myself transplanting the rose because I ran out of space on my phone, so it stopped recording, but this is how everything looked after I finished. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!